yours, but just to Hi, and welcome to BCIT Magazine. I'm Ellie Short. A BC judge has concluded a law stripping teachers of the right to negotiate class size and composition during contract talks is unconstitutional. Justice Susan Griffin ruled the legislation violated the collective bargaining rights of teachers when it was introduced in 2002. She has suspended parts of the legislation and given the province a year to address the issue. Last week on Horsepower, Jonathan Horst determined that the Scion XD doesn't quite appeal to young people. Now, this has created a bit of a heated discussion amongst our colleagues, and of course, Zam Karim has challenged Jonathan with a car he feels will get people a bit more revved up. Maybe a couple kids in our next story will be up for one of those awards sometime in the near future. Students in Richmond are learning about food production and sustainability, but as reporter Keenan Kitt found out, it's not in a conventional classroom. The NHL's second season is upon us, and the Vancouver Canucks are working hard to live up to their recent President's Trophy title. As Zam Karim reports, there are a number of players who are taking in the playoffs for the first time, and it's no surprise that they're feeling a lot of excitement, but a little added pressure as well. Whether you're a player or a fan, it's clear that the city has the Stanley Cup crazies. I took a little trip to downtown Vancouver and checked out the buzz, only to find out that Canucks fans truly wear their hearts on their sleeves. In a surprise press conference, Premier Gordon Campbell announced his resignation. My co-anchor Jeremy Bosch has the story. Reporter Allison Riley has been following this story in our newsroom. Allison, there's a lot of talk about who will replace Premier Campbell. Who seems to be the early frontrunners? The Premier's announcement may have been expected to some, but a few Liberal Party members were caught quite off guard. North Burnaby Liberal MLA Richard Lee was working in his office when he heard the news that Campbell was stepping down.
I was surprised. He made the announcement and he made the decision to call a leadership convention.
Lee says there has been no talk of who will step forward, but the position is open to any party member. The newest video game technology is putting you in the game, literally. As Jeremy Bosch explains, Xbox's Kinect turns you into the controller. Another telephone area code is coming to BC. By 2016, a new 3-digit number will be added to the current 604, 778, and 250 area codes. The next 2 years of President Barack Obama's term will be much more difficult. Republicans have taken control of the House after Tuesday's midterm elections in the U.S., while the Senate remains in Democratic hands. A Burnaby woman is helping raise the confidence of Metro Vancouver residents, one closet at a time. And as I found out, paving the way to a more fulfilling future can often be as simple as changing your wardrobe. Moving now from fashion to food, and especially the foods that do make our pants a little tighter. The Vancouver's Baker Market held their first annual cupcake eating contest, and Allison Riley had a front row seat for all the cupcake carnage. Well, the South Asian Festival of Diwali has just finished up. It started as a celebration that unified religions in India, but has since turned into a multicultural event. Diwali means Festival of Lights, and it celebrates arts and culture. Vancouver held its first Diwali festival back in 2003, and this year was the biggest celebration yet. Now, a big part of Diwali is dancing. Bhangra is a rural folk dance practiced by the Sikh religion, and each year organizers try to teach the dance to anyone who's willing to give it a try. The festival is held annually based on the lunar calendar, so Vancouver will celebrate on October 26 in 2011. Canadians have been wearing poppies since the 1920s. During the First World War, a thick lime residue was left on Flanders fields after numerous battles. The lime caused poppies to grow, but once the lime disappeared, so did the poppies. And this is why the flower became a symbol of remembrance. Women's groups in Vancouver's downtown east side are outraged after learning about numerous sexual assaults at the First United Church shelter. As Natalie Langston found out, this coalition won't back down until the issue gets the attention it deserves. With an unusually severe midweek windstorm battering Vancouver Island, all ferries were canceled. Chandler Grieve went to Tsawwassen Ferry Terminal and found a young band making the best of their time with an impromptu practice. Earlier this week, the Vancouver Public Library unveiled a new online catalog. It takes an interactive and collaborative approach to the library's collection. My co-anchor Ben Mildrer took the new site for a spin and filed this report.
Thanks, Alwena. You know, Ellie, one other way that people can prepare for an earthquake is by keeping extra non-perishable food items on hand at home.
But as you found out, not everyone has that luxury. Earlier this week, my co-anchor was at the 9th annual Construction Vancouver event and discovered some innovative ways the food bank is raising awareness about hunger.
Yeah, good story there about a tremendous athlete, and obviously best of luck to the UBC Thunderbirds at Nationals.
Now, Nationals seem pretty intense, but thankfully it'll be over by Easter and they can reward themselves with chocolates.
Chocolates. I hear you've been rewarding yourself early this year, Ellie.
It's true, Ben. With this cocoa crazy holiday just around the corner, one of the biggest names in Canadian chocolates is in high gear with preparations, and I was able to get a sneak peek and taste behind the purple doors of the Purdy's factory.